More conflict in Kiev. We begin with the new deadly violence in the heart of Ukraine's capital city. The fighting in Kiev's Independence Square is now in its third day. Government opponents are trying to force the country's president to resign.
Western journalists report at least 22 more deaths just this morning. This is a live look at where the violence is unfolding. Holly Williams is down in Independence Square, where attempts to stop the clashes fell apart.
Good morning. The two sides may have declared a truce last night, but just a few hours later, here on Kiev's Independence Square, there are more deadly clashes. Live ammunition rang out this morning in the center of Ukraine's capital, dashing any hope that the truce would hold. We saw 8 dead bodies, all of them protesters, all apparently killed by gunshot wounds. Some of the demonstrators are also armed, and others fought back with rocks and Molotov cocktails. After Tuesday's bloodshed drew international condemnation and the threat of sanctions, President Viktor Yanukovych agreed to stop fighting and start talking with opposition leaders. But now both sides have shown they're willing to use violence to get what they want, and they are entrenched in their positions. The protesters claim President Yanukovych is corrupt and increasingly dictatorial, and say they won't leave until he's removed from power. But with lines of riot police surrounding Independence Square, the president is clearly resolved to stay in office. On the front lines yesterday, Yuri Pistora told us his friend was killed in Tuesday's violence.
He's my classmate and we grew up together, and he was shot like a dog here. He had no weapons and he died for nothing.
He said it's made him more determined than ever to fight. Is this worth dying for?
It's better to be free than to live like this. You know, I don't want to be a slave.
Ukraine's president and the country's opposition leaders are due to meet today, but nobody is expecting a resolution to this crisis. For CBS This Morning, Holly Williams, Kiev.